Welcome to the Life Podcast, where we figure out frameworks to live the most fulfilling life possible. I share these thoughts and ideas from the lens of philosophy, observation, and critical thinking. My name is Jabade and I'll be your companion on your self-improvement journey. Please share and enjoy. We all want to do amazing stuff. We want to make the headlines, break news, create important stuff, things that people will talk about for years, break records and make history. We all want to we all want to do that. Some of us don't want to do that. I mean, some of us want to just make money and live the quiet life and eat, travel, and make vlogs and shit on people on socials. I'm better than you and everything, and just keep streaking us on Snapchat. Some people want to do that. Some people want to do alternatives, and that's fine. We all want to do something, but the main idea is we all want to be accepted. People more than others. A lot of people want to be accepted. Not really into like friend groups or like that's thinking small. I'm talking about into society, into the larger framework of things. And a lot of people go great lengths to be accepted, Guys, instead of you to work on your character, instead of you to work on your personality and work on your career and everything, you just work on making money. And making money is important. Making money is fine. But making money alone wouldn't help your friendships. Like just having money alone is not going to make you a nicer person automatically. It's not going to help you create or like help you manage interpersonal relationships. These are stuff you still have to learn as you have the money. So a lot of people just think that you make the money and then you just get accepted. You can buy your way into life. You can just buy your acceptance into society. Buy your legacy or something like that. And women do something similar, they're always on TikTok. You always see that TikTok dance videos and everything. And you always see that I don't even know, they're always doing makeup at some point every 2 months or 3 months. Because you just see random video of them just with their makeup all dolled up and stuff and all dressed up and everything. I mean, that's fine. That's their way of being accepted, and that's their way of being noticed in society. And guys do that with money and women do that with appearances and everything. And that's okay. That if that's how you're doing it, then take it like that. That's you, right? Now, the idea what we're trying to conceptualize here is the feeling of importance. The feeling of importance, we all struggle with the feeling of importance. And I wrote about this recently that I struggle with the feeling of importance, or I struggled with the feeling of importance. I think it's a lifelong struggle. It's not really something that you would just eradicate immediately, just like jealousy or envy. You would struggle with it for most of your life. You would try and curb it, although you can manage it, but it's never really leave you. You always have to remind yourself that I should not be jealous, I should not be envious of people. And it's the same thing with the feeling of importance. You always try to remind yourself that you are important, although you need to have your importance tied to something. A lot of people tell me, like, I've read a lot of things. People tell me when I was having this struggle, a friend of mine was telling me about tying my feeling of importance to myself, and I'm important and everything. And it was good. She was trying to motivate me. But now that I think about it, I feel that you can't just tie your feeling of importance to your just your existence. I mean, everybody's important in life, Everyone that you meet has a role to play in society and everything. But I feel that you can tie that feeling of importance to something bigger than yourself. Instead of you just tying to yourself that, okay, it's just like saying that I exist and I'm important, You exist and you're important, that's fine. What do you provide to the society? You don't provide anything to society. You're still important, but you're not really showing us that important. So I feel tying your feeling of importance to something, somewhere, whatever, depending on you, that's your own judgment, that's your own take of it. But tying your feeling of importance to something it's important to tie your feeling of importance to something, right? So I was struggling with it, normally like everybody else, and then it was I would say it's the emotion pent up that led to this exactly. Because I've written about something similar to this. I started with, I think, the ones I can remember though. I've written on it with, who are you doing this for? Who are you doing this for? Why are you doing this for? I can't remember the name. I'll probably leave it in the description of the podcast. And resist the urge to ghost. I can remember resist the urge to ghost because I written it recently. Was it June? Yeah, I wrote it around June. So, those stuff kind of they kind of tag along with the feeling of importance. The Why are you doing this for is just asking a question, or just asking like an existential question of like everything you're doing, the social media posts and the creating things and all the everything you're trying to push outward into the world, your tweets, your whatever. Who are you actually doing this for? Are you doing it for yourself, or is it for somebody else? Are you trying to impress this person or do it for this person? So that was the existential. I didn't even know the resolution I got from that, but okay, I think I said I was doing it for myself and everything. A lot has changed since then, and it's basically just a thought, right? So resist the urge was more of like taking the taking the defense on it. Like, don't try and disappear. A lot of people want to just disappear. A lot of people tie that feeling of importance to the fact that, or not even the fact. A lot of people tie that feeling of importance to the idea that they will be missed. That's something. Let me write that down. Okay, let me say it again. A lot of people tie that feeling of importance not to the fact, but to the idea that they will be missed. Now, don't get it wrong. People ghost because maybe they need to get their shit together. I ghost. If I want to ghost, I might ghost because I want to get my shit together. I might ghost because I want to tie my feeling of importance. So people be like, "Oh, Joba, where have you been? Oh, I haven't seen your status. Joba, what have you been working on?" A lot of people actually do that. That's valid. I mean, I wouldn't say that's valid per se. It just depends on you. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. I'm just highlighting what I know about it. So a lot of people do that, and I don't know. I think that was one of the reasons why I wrote "Resist the Urge to Go." So it's like, don't do that. Don't try and disappear and feel like people feel miss you. I mean, people miss you, but don't tie your sense of importance to that, or don't tie your feeling of importance to that. And back then, I didn't know it was the feeling of importance. It's just like feelings until I had to like conceptualize it. And then I also read it in a book, How to Win and Influence Friends. So I read it in a book and I was like, wow, like I've been feeling this for like a whole year, and this is it. Like, interesting. So the feeling of importance is not a problem, it's not a problem. Let's just get out of the way. A lot of people, you need to feel important. You need to get that feeling of importance from somewhere, from something. And that is what builds society. We all humans like to feel. We all feel that feeling of importance. We all want to feel that feeling of importance. And that's what builds society. Like I said, this is why people create stuff. This is why people invent stuff, and this is why monuments are built on people. The feeling of importance and references and citations and all those stuff. And that is one of the reasons why you look at the world, like just the concept that the whole world is built by people's passion projects. That's just something I always note down. Like the whole world, anything you see in this world, windows and blinds and phones and airplanes and fans and electricity, lights, whatever. It's all built by people that had a passion for something or just wanted to discover something, and they did, and that was that feeling of importance. I don't even know if that's a feeling of importance. Maybe they tied it to something else. I'm not sure. But I just wanted to note that the world is full of people's passion projects. That's just what I wanted to say. And the freedom of importance is what helped us, build society, tailor relationships. Now, the freedom of importance, it's not a problem in itself, but the problem lies in where you discover that feeling of importance, where you get that feeling of importance from. Just like what I said earlier in the earlier analogies, If you're a guy and you're getting your feeling of importance from money, it's not really a good there's not really a good anchor point, to hold on to. And if you're a lady and you get your feeling of importance from attention, like getting attention from people, it's not a very good anchor point to hold on to. So I'm not the judge of it. I'm not going to tell you that okay, this is where you're going to put your feeling of importance here and you're going to put your feeling of importance there. So that's something you need to get for yourself. You need to discover for yourself. I get my own feeling of importance from the work that I do, or just the podcast, the writing, the quotes, the pictures. People just tell me that people like it. People see something in it to get like an emotional response from it, and it makes me feel good. It makes me feel like I'm doing something, I'm contributing to society. That's where I get my own feeling of importance from. At some point, you would feel like you're not important enough, and that was the reason why I went down this whole spiral, and we ended up here with the writing and with the podcast. So I was just feeling like I wouldn't know. It was a string of decisions that led there. Like I just felt like disappearing. I always feel like disappearing once in a while. I mean, everybody feels like disappearing once in a while. It's like a lingering thought to just disappear and just exist somewhere. I'm going to disappear one day for sure, definitely. Maybe when I'm older, maybe when I'm just ready to watch the world born or evolve. I don't know at that point in time. But we all feel that need to like disappear. We all feel like we're not doing enough or we're not important. And I just want to end it on the fact that you are important. You're important to the world, and nobody is insignificant in the grand scheme of things. As much as you're not insignificant, you also need to contribute to society one way or another. And how you're going to contribute to society, that's up to you. But trust me, it's going to make you feel a whole lot better when people are using your stuff, or people like your stuff, or people are getting inspiration from anything you're doing or you're creating or whatever, or you're selling or you're producing. But just giving back to society, it is actually quite important. So I'm going to leave you guys with a quote here that I've not quoted, that I've not put out as a quote. But I mean, I was about to sleep yesterday night and I was like, just came to me, so I had to write it. The point of life is not just to exist, but to contribute to the existence of others. So that's it. That's the quote. The point of life is not just to exist, but to contribute to the existence of others. So, guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. I would always tag will I say tag? I would reference the article that I wrote from this, or like the main, how it all started. I will tag what you do. Yeah, I keep saying tag. I would add in the description why you do what you do, or what you do what you do. I don't even remember the title anymore. This is the urge, and I will actually add the last one. I struggle with the feeling of importance. So yeah, I will. I hope I will be seeing more of you, Abby. I hope you'll be seeing more of me, Abby. We'll be seeing more of each other, I guess. So I'm just feeling this burst of motivation. I've been feeling this burst of motivation to make more, to just create more stuff, but I've just been out of focus recently. I'll probably write on that. So you probably see it as I drop the podcast. You probably see everything at this point. So yeah, thank you for listening. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for, catching up with me and everything. And as always, Joba Diomin, and I will see you in another one. Peace.